And I'm R.
And we're R&R.
Hi.
This week's theme was optical illusions. Yeah, when I first saw this theme, I thought it was going to be really difficult, but it actually ended up being a lot of fun. And for my nails, I did a gradient and water marble look because I thought that those techniques were both pretty close to an actual optical illusion. And you can also use the water marble part of my tutorial just to teach yourself how to do a water marble. And for my look, I tried to recreate this swirl pattern, but it turned out pretty cool, just not really an optical illusion. Personally, I thought this was like a pretty difficult challenge because I had no idea how I would put this on my nails. But if you're interested in a cool party look, I mean, this is a cool party look. Well, let's just get right into the video. Hello everybody! So as you know, we are doing the optical illusion nails this week, and of course we need to start off by putting a base coat on our bare nails. So I didn't actually have a good white polish, so instead the base coat I used was this light purple. Here you can see the brush and polishes that I used for this look. I used this picture as my inspiration. I used the brushes to make a circular pattern with the colors. As stated by Duncan Caldwell and Andrew Howley from National Geographic, the possible oldest optical illusions were actually found in France from the Paleolithic era. Caldwell had studied many caves in France and noticed that in many of these sites there would be drawings and engravings of certain animals who often shared certain lines and features, creating overlapping images that could be read as different animals. I added a yellow dot on each of my nails to signify the ends of the tunnels. I added a bit of dark blue to each nail at the end. Then I repeated the same process for all of my other nails. Don't forget to tell us what your favorite optical illusion is in the comments below. According to Piper Gorley from History 101, in the 60s, 20th century abstract artists took an interest in a new genre of art called op art. This relied on abstract illusions such as hidden pictures, distorted patterns, vibrations, and flashes, and other illusion-based artistic techniques incorporated into their paintings. This quickly became popular and an adored style in the art world, and was practiced by famed painters such as Bridget Riley and Vasarely. Optical illusions became a major part of wider art culture. Those at Science Struck believe that the history of optical illusions can be traced back to the 5th century BC, when Epicharmus first presented the explanation of this phenomenon. He believed that even if our mind knows and understands everything clearly, our sensory organs can deceive us and present an optical illusion. Once all my nails were finished, I added a thin metallic coat on each nail. And here is the final look. I hope you guys like it. I'm not gonna lie, this one is less of an optical illusion, but I think it's still a good party look if you're interested. I had a lot of fun making this, and I really loved how colorful it was. Let's get to the next tutorial. This week, I decided to do a water marble and gradient nail art look because I thought that those were the two techniques that looked the most like an optical illusion, and it turned out really fun. To start it off, you're going to want to paint all of your nails white and put a second coat if needed. Next, I'm grabbing this peel-off base coat and applying it around each of my nails. Water marbling and gradients can get pretty messy, so with the peel-off base coat, you can just peel it right off once it's dry. If you don't have a peel-off base coat, I would suggest using tape and covering the skin around all of your nails, just like I did for the base coat. Now I'm taking all of these lovely colors, pink, blue, orange, green, and black, and I'm starting my water marble. I would suggest to take a cup with room temperature water instead of hot or cold, and just start dripping separate drops onto the top of the water. Make sure you don't do it from too high up or else it will sink, and you want it to spread out like it's doing right there and not stay in globs. Sometimes I poked it or shook the glass a little bit and it helped get the process going. Also, this was my inspiration picture, and although it didn't turn out exactly like that, this is what I chose the colors from. Also, just a little tip, I would suggest that you use a plastic or paper cup instead of a real glass, because whatever you used is going to get pretty covered in nail polish. And also, I've kept this cup and it is now my designated water marbling cup. Make sure the nail polishes that you're picking are thin instead of gloppy, because it really won't work if they're too thick. Next, I took my stick thingy and started swirling it around. You can use a toothpick or whatever you want. And then I took my nail and I dipped it over the part of the swirl that I wanted to end up on my nail. And then I lifted it out, and that's what it looked like. Next, I took my stick and I swirled it around the drying polish to get it all off the top. And then I started it again for my next nail. Also, you're only doing this on 3 of your nails, and I did it on my ring finger, my middle finger, and my thumb, and for the other 2 nails I did the gradient. The only other tip I have is to work fast, because the polish on top of the water could dry, and also just know that all of your nails are probably going to turn out really different, and that's okay because they're all unique. So next, I'm peeling off the peel-off base coat from around my nails so that it can be a little bit less messy. It didn't come out in the perfect one strip that I wanted it to, but if it doesn't clean up perfectly, you can always just take a Q-tip or a nail polish brush dipped into acetone to make it a little bit easier. The next part is a gradient, so I'm taking the sponge I used last time and chopping it off so that I can reuse it for this look, and then I'm going to be painting 1 strip of black and 1 strip of white. Next, I just sponged it onto my nail with the black side down, and I did this on my pinky and my index finger. Next, I'm taking this tape and cutting it up to make sort of makeshift nail vinyls, and I made them into long, sort of triangular-ish shapes. Next, I placed 2 of my tape strips on my index finger, and I placed one of them with the wide side down and one of them with the thin side down. Then I put some fresh nail polish onto the sponge and started sponging it onto my nail. Except this time you're going to want to have the black side up and the white side down, so just do the opposite of what you did before. Next, I just peeled off the tape to reveal the upside down gradient that was underneath. And then I peeled off the peel-off base coat from around my nails, and this one actually peeled off a lot better than the water marble one did. Now I'm placing the tape onto my pinky finger, and since it's a lot smaller, I only put 1 piece of tape instead of 2, and then I did the exact same thing as I did before, just sponging it on with the black side up and the white side down. And then of course I peeled off the tape. And then I peeled off the peel-off base coat, and that was it. So that is the final look. I hope you guys like it and maybe even try it out for yourselves. I had a lot of fun with it. Also, I didn't mention this, but you might want to put a top coat. Hey guys, we hope you like our videos, and don't forget, you can always go check out the hashtag, which will be right here, on Instagram, and go check out more Optical Illusion nails, as well as our Instagram for more nail art. Yeah, you can also check out Hollow Taco's Instagram so you can try out the challenges for yourself, because it's a lot of fun. And don't forget
Stay cool
and safe.